951 EVO. I feel like you've got a lot to say, Rupert.
Do I?
Would you mind starting out?
No, you start off. You liked it, right?
I liked it more than you did.
How do you know? I haven't said anything.
I just got a feeling. I think what's going on here, and I'm gonna make a statement. I think that it takes a little bit of maybe time to get used to this bike.
Mm-hmm.
Similar to how if you're swapping between 26 and 29 inch wheel, like all mountain bikes, you just don't jump right back on and be like spot on. You have to take a little bit of time to acclimate to the new wheel size.
Mm-hmm.
And so, is it possible? Well, I shouldn't say that. Tell me what you thought.
Well, the bike was kind of like a tank. You know, like tanks, like really tough, slow moving. You can get over pretty much any terrain, but they're not very responsive, right? I feel like if you want a bike that can go straight down a hill, this is the bike you get. If you want a bike that can corner, this is not the bike that you get.
It's funny, I've been on the Intense 951 before in its previous incarnation, and I actually found that to be a really fun, playful, sprightly bike. This one's nothing like that. Nothing like it at all. It's much more like the rest of the Intenses that we've reviewed in the past. The M9 is just insanely fast and wants to go in a straight line, kind of brutal in the way it seeks speed.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's a shame that the 951's done that, because I like the fact that you could choose an Intense bike that was a little bit more fun and playful.
Yeah.
So I think it's missed that. And do we know why that is?
I don't know. Like, do you need more time on the bike?
But the geometry, what they've done is they've slackened it down. It's really slack. The
Yeah.
head angle is 62.5,
Yeah.
which is really slack. There's a longer front end as well. They say it's a shorter rear end, but it
Doesn't really feel like it.
Yeah, and the other bikes we were testing, this is still on the long end of chainstays. When it came to riding that bike, it was really difficult to get weight onto the front tire. I always find it very difficult.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I was finding it, it wouldn't respond for me. Like, I couldn't tell it what to do. Whereas when I was on the Wilson and I was on the demo, it was like, okay, do this, do that, and it was great. And I had a great time on it. Whereas when I was on the Intense 951, it just wasn't doing it for me. What did you like about it?
Well, you know, I didn't see anything wrong with that wheel size on that bike. That minefield we spoke about earlier.
Let's get into it.
Well, shall we dig in?
Dawn flak jackets.
Right, so... yeah.
Does this bike need this wheel size?
I need a drink.
Does it need 27.5-inch wheels?
No.
There could be a great performance advantage to having bigger wheels, though. Would you
Sure.
not say?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think if you're going to go and do that, you have to make the rest of the bike perfect first before messing around with it. And I don't think that bike is necessarily perfect just yet. Jeff Stieber, the head of Intense's long legacy of doing some really innovative thinking with his bikes. I mean, he's done. Look at the M1. That's the bike that changed it all. Since then, he's done things like 510 rubber. It was him that kicked it all off. So it kind of makes sense that he's trying to push this wheel size thing. Perhaps they were trying to do it at 29 and came up with so many sort of fences and walls there that maybe they've gone for the 650.
Yeah.
But does it need it?
Not everybody jumped on the 29er bandwagon when it first came out, and now look what's happened. Like this could be years from now. This could be all we're seeing on downhill bikes. We don't know where this is going to go once we tweak geometry some more and get some of these other components. Like if you do get this bike, you have to realize, like, you know, the selections for suspension really aren't that great just yet, right? Mm-hmm. And for rubber, for downhill rubber and things like that, and wheels. So
as a consumer,
yeah,
this might be a bit of a troublesome bike in some respects.
Mm-hmm. Maybe so.
And what do you guys think about the component spec on the bike?
That thing made sense.
Yeah. I like the 40. I like the drivetrain, I like the brakes. It's all good.
Well, do you think that potentially maybe our downhill course wasn't wide open enough to really show this true virtues of this bike?
That is a fair statement. That is a fair statement.
Don't you think?
Yeah. And that's maybe where, like, the more kind of playful bikes, like I said earlier, the Wilson and the demo may have excelled over
They
this
really
bike.
did.
Yeah.
So maybe further testing required on this one before we can do a conclusive decision on how we like this bike.
Yeah.